Hey guys, Circa here, and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Now, like I said, I'd go out and do some stuff with the group. Apparently there's nothing else left to do. So what I did was make sure my group was ready. Like, when they went camping, they'd get enough food from hunting to self-sustain themselves. Healed everybody up. And whatnot. Forged, crafted some equipment, fixed a few things. Not very much, but fixed a few. The damage is not that bad. But we got this figure, well, you guys know that already. Thora, who quickly became one of my favorite out of the herd. Crafted her a swift long sex, which is the best knife I could possibly make. And we gave her the Thungerer Kerf, or knife. Nith. He's probably pronounced Nif. Anywho, Thorstein, he has nothing because he's a brawler. We gave Asketil the willow bow that Ketil had, and we gave Ketil the footbiter. Yunder, we made him an axe and a shield. She's the same, and there's new armor too, but I didn't craft it. I got it from scouting and checking out scout locations. Anyways, I also gave them abilities, more abilities. Let's go skills. And then go here, not here, here. And then I worked on this for everyone. Everyone has their own little job at the campsites. So, perfect. Now we're here to say our goodbyes. Let's talk to Velder first. So be careful out there, the Starcaster. Nephew, I need your help. Wait, walks up to you, followed by a dark cloud. I need your help. I haven't told my mom that I'm leaving. Can you please come? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is kid stuff. Doing something like this? Fuck it, I'll come with you. I really don't think I can handle her myself. Come on. Are you kidding me? I love the beauty, like, it's not snow anymore. It's like, look, beautiful. Rurik. My brother. My brother stands on the beach with his hands folded behind his back, sensing your presence behind him. He seems to slump. I see no hope or glory out there when I gaze across the ocean. All I see is absence and loss. I see my little brother disappearing in... Oh, no. Our older brother. Disappearing... We are the little brother. Disappearing into the horizon on a beautiful longship with deserted friends and Hescarls never to return. Place our hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry, you're a grown man, you're my Thane now. But to me, you'll always be my little brother. I feel... The shame I feel because I dare not follow you is overwhelming. You fret for no reason. You're right, of course you're right. You've never given me any reason to doubt you, and yet I can't help but worry. He turns and pulls you into a warm embrace. Take care of yourself, Mr. Starcaster. Without you, we would all be lost. End of the dialogue. Alright, let's go help her say goodbye to her mother. Or, honestly, part of me wants her to stay. His mother, Bjorgdis, is standing in the doorway to her house, arms crossed, the concerned expression on her face. Mr. Starcaster, aren't you expected on the ship? They can wait a moment longer. Nephew wanted to say goodbye before we leave. Nephew has something to say to you. She takes a breath. I'm leaving, Mom. My Thane needs me. Her face turns pale very quickly. No, you can't. You have to stay here. You can't go. It's dangerous. I know it's dangerous, but I'm still going. Leave these foolish ventures to the men. Do you want to meet a pointless end in some distant land? Your sister and I need you here. Curses, Mom, you've already got a Furia. Just for once, trust that I know what's best for me. Nephew's mother turns to you and her voice rises by at least an octave. Please, Aramis, go if you insist, but don't take my daughter. I need her by my side. She's one of the most skilled warriors I know. Well, not really. I need your daughter more than you do. She's among my closest friends. No? You'll be fine. I'll make sure the clan looks after you. And who will look after Nefya? You think you can protect her out there? You think you can protect her from whatever horrors claim the life of your own father? The greatest warrior this clan has ever seen? Excuse me? Look at me. I am the son of that man. I have surpassed his skill. No one's better. Nefya's twin sister glides up behind her mother and puts a gentle hand on her shoulder. Afura is still clad in her night clothes, but has covered herself in 2 layers of woven blankets. Apart from her pale, spotless skin, she looks exactly like Nefya. Yeah, they do look extremely similar. They even wear their hair the same way. Mom, you're making a scene. Oh, my sweet girl, your sister wants to leave us. The soft and gracious, completely lacking the forcefulness of her sister. Let her go, Mom. Nefya is meant for bigger things than this life. How can you say that? You knew about this. I don't have time for this. Nefya's coming with me, and you can give her a proper farewell, or you can stand here and complain until we're over the horizon. What shall it be? I'm gonna say the last one. There wasn't into a tight hug. You're right. You're wise, both of them. I'm sorry. Nefya, I love you so much. Take good care of yourself out there. Jorgdis releases her daughters and takes one step back. My heart breaks to see you leave, but your father would be so proud of you. I know I'll see you again. Doing an admirable job of not crying. I love you, Mom. She turns to Fury and pulls her braid lightly. And you too, you insufferable brat. I'll bring your daughter home in good condition, I promise. Hugs the both of them again before you set off back towards the beach. He turns several times on the way to wave happily at the 2 of them. Thank you for this. Nothing to thank. Yeah, you owe me one. I'll be exactly the way back towards her. Yeah, you owe me one. Doing your things for you. Where's the beach? I thought the beach was over here. Alright, now we talk to Veldulfer? You don't want to talk? Okay. Veldulf. Do not say the R. The R is silent. Thank you. Okay. Aislif is talking to Olbjorn and Grimkel. The conversation falls silent when you enter earshot. It's a fine ship Torfin built. She's sure to carry you safely across the sea. Aislif nods approvingly. It's a beautiful ship. Indeed, Torfin's craftsmanship has brought honor to us all. The ship is fine, yes, but it's the crew that will make it strong. Grimkel and Olbjorn seem to contemplate this for a moment. Aislif nods sagely. Well said. There's no telling what we find over there, but with me as your bannerman, you have nothing to fear. You're the strongest warrior among us. Don't let it go to your head. Humility is a pretense. I speak what I believe to be the truth. Is your family not here? My family is not pleased about recent events. They wish for me to stay here and help on the farm and protect the clan. My father and I settled matters already. I saw no reason for him to be here now. Are you ready to go? I was just partying with my friends. I'm ready to leave when you are. I like him. What a ship. Torfin had it in him. I feel bad asking him to mend my roof now. Torfin. Too beautiful, strong, yet fast, intimidating, and with a spacious hold. I shall never build anything so impressive again. Roskva drifts like a low fog towards the beach. A single sack slung carelessly over her shoulder. She gives you a quiet nod. Where'd I put my stuff? Anywhere you want, I guess. Is this all you got? Pretty much. One change of clothes and a whole bunch of things you don't want to know about. What? One change of clothes? I live in a bog with an old woman. Odds and nephew's direction. I don't have occasion to make myself sparkle like the warrior princess over there. Damn! How'd Holda take the news? Oh, she's not really there today. I kind of didn't tell her I was leaving. He's gonna look after her. Edith's boys promise to check on her every morning, and Doghide will visit with dinner in the evening. It's not right just to sneak out on her like that. Stares intensely at your shoes. Yeah. Are these all your possessions? Pretty much. One change of clothes and a whole bunch of things you don't want to know about. Oh, I already did all this already. How you feel? Pretty good. Okay. I never really left the village before. It was the first time for everything. Alright, get on your ship and make yourself at home. A single dispassionate nod, sure. Something wrong? I feel like I missed something, maybe. Katil. You find Katil next to several sacks of equipment on the shore, exchanging a few last parting words with Yacht and Sigrid. Sigrid pulls Katil in a warm embrace, her eyes glistening in the morning sun. Take care of yourself out there, kid. We're both really proud of you. Wish I could go with you, but Sig wouldn't survive without me. I'll move out of earshot. You put a respectful distance between you yourself and the conversation. Katil and Yacht start exchanging insults to make each other laugh, and Sigrid comes over to talk to you in the meantime. I told Katil to watch out for you. Now I'm telling you to watch out for him. Katil is like a brother to me. Your father was the strongest warrior I've ever known. His men loved him, and he'd undertaken countless journeys in his life. Whatever he found over there, it claimed his life regardless. You, Katil and Nafia, you're all so young. I know you'll probably feel invincible, but you need to watch out for each other. I could be a complete fucking dick and say, Katil's probably gonna die. I mean, he might. I mean, he's really fucked me over in some fights. I gotta say that. Thank you. Hearing that saves me. So hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. May the wind carry you safely home. Sigurd walks back to Lot, and Katil for a few more parting words and another hug, at least. At last, it looks like everything that needed saying has been said, and Katil extracts himself from his mentors to join you again. I didn't expect it to be so easy to say goodbye. They'll be fine. It'll take them a little while to get used to my absence, but then everything will return to normal, I'm sure. Look at my things on board, see you on the ship when you're ready. Aegis. Alright. Say goodbye to your sons. You're probably the oldest person in the herd. But I feel like you're really good at cooking, and we need somebody who knows how to cook. So that's good. Your sons have been helping her haul her equipment onto the ship. Your late husband's uncle has come out to say goodbye. You boys take care of your granduncle now. Can't very well handle the farm himself. You need to make up for my absence. Youngest son is struggling to maintain his composure. You won't be fighting, right? Up to the Thane, Thorkel. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep everyone safe. I should be going instead of you, Thorvald says. Thorvald is 19 winters old enough to fight. Been over this. Not having that discussion again. Not now. Come back soon. He just swallows hard. Back before you know it, then you boys won't ever want for anything again. They would just sort of nod and stare at their feet. He just pulls them both in for another hug. Then she nods solemnly to her uncle-in-law and turns toward the ship. Ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Come on, nothing else you want to say? Alright. Yeah, she is kind of pretty, isn't she? I think she could use a few more textures. Nonetheless, extremely pretty. Stand at the bow and count your crew. Everyone is on board now, getting acquainted with the ship, running hands along the wood, tugging at the ropes. Those who have shields slide them onto the slots along the railings. Sacks of personal belongings are stashed below the boards. Finally, they pick their seats according to the size and arm strength and turn to you, waiting. You can no longer postpone it. You need to pick a bannerman. The title of bannerman denotes the most trusted member of your herd, your second in command, and who can expect to deal with a little more often than other members of your herd. Edis. He's pleased. I can't trust Nefya. I think in the end, it's going to go to Aislif. It's going to Aislif. I think it's between out of everyone, and I have my favorites. Thora, I think Thorstein's really cool. Nefya is not on the list. She's cool, but I feel like I don't like her personality all that much, and I feel like she's too hard-headed to be in that leadership role of a bannerman. Edis, she's old, she has experience, she's wise, but she doesn't lack. She's not as strong. She's not the best fighter. When it comes to Aislif, he may be the same age as I, but he is just as strong. He is just as strong, and he has a cool head about him, and he doesn't joke around, which is what a leader needs to be. A leader can't afford to take the time to goof off. Roskva, I could pick her and just throw everyone off. All right, Aislif, you're my bannerman. Pride shining brightly from his face. I serve you well, Aramis. I'll follow you into Valhalla. If I must, you have my word. Oh, I could say a speech. Friends and family are still gathered further up on the shore, out of earshot of casual conversation, but close enough to hear any rousing pep talk you might attempt. Okay, here we go. We're going to read all this. Thank you all for joining me on this expedition. None of you owe me your allegiance. Most of you have reasons to stay behind. Yet you've chosen to leave your home and your loved ones and follow me into great danger in a distant land. This expedition has been many months in the making, but the time for talk and deliberations is over. Out there in the land across the sea, we will find great riches, and we will plunder every last bit of it. Our enemies will see us robbed of our land and cast it under their dominion. They think us weak. They think they have us concerned. For too long have we sat meekly by, trusting old laws to protect us. I think that's pretty rousing. I'll say that one. People nod at each other and murmur with their agreement. I will not squander the trust you've placed in me. Your lives and your health are my main concern. We're all hoping for wealth and glory, but what use are such things if we are not alive and well to enjoy them? We will not take the wealth we find because it is our right. They will surely not give it up willingly. We will take it from them with sword and spear because we are stronger than them. We are not ready setting out to pillage and steal. Across the sea we will find a great kingdom. Okay, brushed on. Laughter and scattered shouts of hear, hear carry across the cold morning wind blowing over the bay. All of us on this ship from today and onwards, we are brothers and sisters in arms. We must watch out for each other, and we will be called upon to risk our lives for each other. As long as we stand together, we will all return safely. The gods do not favor the cautions, so today we will seize our own fate. It will be dangerous. We may all not. That's the first one. The crew is standing up now and patting each other heavily on the shoulders. The crowd on the shore is clapping and shouting accolades. Whatever you were before, now you are Vikings. Final shattering burst of clapping, stomping, whooping, and banging of weapons erupts as you finish your speech. The crowd seems to be competing with your crew to make the most noise. The ruckus is barely reduced as you take your seat and signal for your herdmen to seize the oars and take the ship out into the bay. Soon the elegant curves of the Vosk cut smoothly through the water towards the British Isles. Where do we go now? We go across to England. Let's go. A rough day on the sea. Thor races across the sky and his chariot's whip waves into a frenzy. As the storm reaches a crescendo, lightning strikes the mast of Vosk. Spend 20 wood to repair the mast. I don't remember who our repair guy is. You're under. You should. Repair the mast the best you can. Despite the weather, you managed to get it nice and sturdy. Unfortunately, Yonder, who is not known for his finesse, ends up hurting his hand. Shoot. Moderate puncture. Ah, now I can pick between the people. Okay. Okay, Aislif. Thora. For our first trip out, I will take the usual. Just to see what happens. I'll take the original group just to see what happens. If they say anything. Come on, load. You can do it. Men and women watch you disembark from the rocks above. Silhouetted against the light gray sky, down on the beach, two brave youngsters keep a close eye on the mysterious strangers in their imposing warship. Nephia's boots sink into the sand as she jumps a few feet from the ship, weapon in hand. I see a path up the cliffs to the south. They'll be expecting us. Katil staggers as he feels firm ground sway beneath him after days of sailing. Shading his eyes with a hand, he looks up at the stone building that towers above the cliffs. If we've come for riches, I say we found it. Look at that fortress. The plan is to attack the hall. I hope this coast is as undefended as rumors made it out to be. A king who can afford a building like that can also afford to retain warriors to protect it. Roscoe speaks barely loud enough to hear over the roar of the surf. It's not a fortress, I think. It has an air of sanctity about it. I could be wrong, but Edis is already tossing sacks of supplies over onto the beach, making ready to establish a camp. Getting ahead of yourself, sweetheart. Smoke didn't come from that building. There's a village above those cliffs. Should go say hi. I'm gonna scout things out. The rest of you drag up the ship and make camp. Ah, there are the others. Can I switch? I'll leave some of my best warriors behind. Definitely. Run along the beach first. Make sure we don't miss anything. Cloth. Empty. Let's go to the next area. Get a hold of some horses and supplies. Jeez, my phone is freaking out. Empty. Alright, up we go. Up and out. Well, you want to go around that way? I don't know. Alright, let's see these Englishmen. Size them up. Oh, wow, very pretty. The group who intercepts you above the cliff display every interdiction of the classic angry mob down to the prevalence of pitchforks. I don't see no pitchforks. Middle-aged man at the front, hastily dressed in cheap hide, jerking and wielding an actual spear, hails you in a language that tickles something on the back of your mind, but doesn't quite translate into meaning. Hold up your hands in peaceful greeting. Whom you have already mentally labeled as the emissary mirrors your gesture as best he can without dropping the spear. He speaks a few more sentences, but they are no more understandable to you than the first. One step behind you, you sense Katil shifting his weight anxiously. I think I understand this. What are they saying? Mostly. Some of it, he's asking who we are and where we've come from. Now I think he's asking us to come with them. Nevia is doing her best, level best to hide the incredulity in her voice. How could this be? You've never left Skirn in your life. I assume Odin decided on a whim to grant me complete power over language just now? Why would I lie? That one. I don't know how to say that. I get their meaning, but I can't speak the language. The Welcome Committee has been listening to your exchange, and now fervent discussion is rippling through their ranks. They seem to reach some sort of conclusion, and their youngest member takes off a full tilt down a path towards the woods. More cryptic declarations are transmitted by the emissary. Gil strains to understand and translate. He's asking us to stay, wait. It's something about a wise man. They're getting someone who can help. Okay, let's see who they're fetching. A few tense minutes pass. That's cool. They like implemented. I didn't think the gods would be like a real thing in this game. It's just kind of something like, you know, praise the gods, whatnot. But he's like, they implemented it in a nice way, how the gods would affect. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. All right, a few tense minutes pass. The guarded looks crackling between your herd and the natives, and an uneasily shuffling of feet on both sides contrasts bizarrely with the calm waves against the beach and the pretty songs of the birds among the trees. Finally, the errand boy returns at a trot, trailing a tall man in shaggy robe, whose stride is far more brisk than ought to be possible, with sandals in such an advanced state of unravelment as his. As he reaches the welcoming party, the robed man lowers his hood and takes in the sight of your modest heathen horde, don't call us heathens, with a slow and deeply interested look. A few words are exchanged between him and the emissary, then the robed man closes the distance between you, bows and introduces himself in heavily accented Saxon.
Dominus Vobiscum, stranger. I am Brother Morkant. I have given my life to studying the ineffable beauty of God's work.
Oh snap. Okay. Skirn being well situated along the trade routes to Saxony, you've had enough contact with your southern neighbors to learn their language. At any rate, you speak it about as well as this man. This is my retinue. Please tell me, Aramis, whence have you come? Did you call me? Halford. I'll leave it alone right now. Morgan's gaze turns inwards as he no doubt pictures the world around him as he knows it. I believe we know your people as the Danes. Yeah, Danes are fucking awesome. Danes and Jutes. They're simply Norse, but those of us who go abroad are known as Vikings. Smiles. It feels like progress is being made. We are Ingles. And this is the kingdom of Northumbria. I myself am a monk, a servant of the Lord, and a traveling scholar of cultures, languages, and faiths. Some impatient shuffling of booted feet behind him seemed to remind Morgan of the reason he was summoned. He rattles off a few quick sentences, then reassures the mob before he turns back to you and jumps to the point. Why do I inquire as to the purpose of your journey? We are here to seek allies and struggles at home. We have come for gold and silver. Take us to your chieftain so we can make our demands. Our mission is one of discovery and trade. He quickly translates the words. Very good. Let us bring you before McQueen, the Girfa of the Shire. Okay, I'll follow them. Instead of taking the road. No, I'm taking the road. There's no misunderstanding the head of the village for a citizen of lesser stature. He is one of those elders who has only turned weathered and formidable with old age. Never had to talk so much in a game before. And yet, as you are brought before him, there is an unmistakable fear in his eyes. My name is McCollin. I am the Garifa of this town. El Uxal. There follows a lengthy extrapolation by Morkan in the local language. The old man eyes you suspiciously all the while. Norse are you? We've had some visitors from your lands before. You're given to understand that visitor is used here as an euphemism. I don't even remember how to pronounce this word, and I know this word. For a range of words along the lines of barbarian, savage, murder, raider, plunderer, and so on. Will you tell me what happened when you last met people of our kind? A ship much like yours came to the small island south of here. The port that place mistook them for merchants and directed them towards Euphoric, but before they left, they killed him and his men. We were lucky they didn't come here. We feared their return ever since, and now here you are. What shall we make of this? We are not raiders, we are honorable. Is that better? I'm just gonna keep it polite. We are not raiders, we are honorable people, and our errand is peaceful. You are a cat, imploring a bird to come down from its tree. This is unfairable from the look the Griffin now gives you. I would never question your honor, but you must go elsewhere on your errand. We cannot help you. Now. Instead of translating your words, Morkan addresses you in Saxon. If I may, this isn't simply a question of trust or even willingness. The village has no horses. They are too poor, and likewise, they lack wealth which to trade. A band of outlaws have recently troubled the village. They camp beyond or stream nearby, frequently attacking the farms or robbing merchants entering or leaving the town. That isn't my concern. Are suggesting we rout these bandits? It might be exactly the kind of opportunity you need if I understand what you're after. If you were to drive out the outlaws and reunite the villagers with their possessions, they would have the means to give you what you're after, and what stronger demonstration of goodwill could they wish for? Goodwill could they wish for? McCall is tapping his foot in the ground, arms crossed, watching you and Morkan converse in a language he doesn't understand. As soon as you pause, he jumps in and Morkan resumes translating. I to warn you, as Gurfa of this town, I answer to King Osrid. Whatever befalls us here, you can be sure the king will hear of it. Okay, we'll do that. A multingual monk casts a hopeful glance at you as you turn back on the village elder. If you're going to confront these outlaws, do you mind if I come with you? Yes, you can come. You can count on me and dialogue. Real Vikings probably would have attacked by now. They wouldn't have put up with this crap. I'm doing what's best for the clan. Let's loot a little bit though. Ladder, tar, powder. Alright guys, that is all the time for this video. As you know, if you liked the video, make sure you leave a comment or a like. And if you want to see more of this game, make sure you click that subscribe and notification button so you know when I upload the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.